Sunday, July the 30th, 2023. Yeah, I've got a phone in my hand, and I've got a camera on me, and I am outside under the clear, mostly blue sky. And yes, it's going to be hot here today. It's already hot here, and today has just begun. I can be sure that the sun will set in the west this afternoon. And you can hear the birds. You can hear traffic. And I'm sure you can hear me. I'm going to look at, it says weather. The weather. We're going to talk about the weather for the minute. Okay? In Ruston, right now, it's 89 degrees. The high today says it's going to be 99 degrees, and the low tonight, 74. Same thing for Downsville, where I am. Monday, it says 98 is going to be the high. Tuesday, 100. Wednesday, 103. Thursday, 102. And Friday, 101. And next Saturday, 99. Sunday, 98. Monday, 96. And Tuesday, 90. Now, that's as far as it goes. They don't expect a lot of rain to fall here. Now, I can look on to apps on a phone. And everyone that has a phone now knows what the App Store provides. They do. The App Store makes provisions so that you can, sit in a chair and do things. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking at Clubhouse. They got a grand rising room. They've got one that says sincere seekers. They've got one that says fools for Christ. You got 24-hour Bible study. You got the weightier matters. And you have some others. You do. But those are the ones that are available to me on the app right now. I'm not going to go there. I'm not. I'm going to sit right here and make this video. That's what I'm going to do. I do not go anywhere anymore just to go there and learn. And you say, well, you shouldn't be that way. Seriously? I shouldn't be that way? What is it that you are going to teach me? That's a good question. What are you going to teach me? You're not going to teach me anything. You may say something that is noteworthy, and I will take note of it. But no, I don't go looking to learn. I don't. Why should I? You really think that you can teach me? If I say one is my teacher, or you can be a teacher, you can be a preacher, and I can hear your words, and I do know what to do with them. Weigh them. Do you know how to weigh a word? You will weigh this word. That's what you will do. If you see this video, you will weigh these words. I don't make the video to please people. I don't. I make the video to please my Father in heaven. And I've made it clear, ultimately clear, in the Joseph the Dreamer videos, as well as the Bob the Builder. And this will be a Bob the Builder video when I get through. It will. I have already made it clear today that I don't believe what you believe. Probably. Oh, I'm sure that I believe some of what you believe. But I know at the age I am, you don't believe what I believe. Because if you did, if I believed what you believe, there would be no denying it. There would be no division. There would. But do you know what words do? They divide. That's what they do. They divide. And I made it clear earlier today that Noah obeyed God. Noah listened to God, and Noah saw God. God and Noah were close. They were really close. And Noah, I do not know what all could be seen and what went on the earth before the flood. I do know what's gone on since 1950, being born in 1947. I've experienced some things since 1950. And in 2025, that would be 75 years from 1950 to 2025. You can do the math. There were no children walking on the earth when you read the words in Genesis chapter 3. You won't find a child on the earth until you get to chapter 4, because there had been no children born. The only two that God spoke with that were not angels was Adam and Eve. And God didn't speak to Eve until at least I can verify by looking here, when God spoke to Eve. And you can disagree all you want to. Fine. And I'll disagree with you. Got it? Get it? If you don't agree with me, I can assure you, I don't agree with you. And I can read out of this Bible right here, where in chapter 3 of Genesis, there are 24, it says, verses. So Genesis chapter 3 has been broken down into 24 verses. They cover, or I find them on pages 4 and 5 in this Bible. I got the Bible right here. This page, as you can see, it's not there, but it is here. And this page that's come out, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. I did not tear those pages out of my Bible intentionally, but they're out. On page 5, the first number at the top left is 15. Here are these words, and yes, hot. It is. You don't like throat clearing? Tough. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel. That's number 15. Here's number 16. To the woman, he said, not the serpent, not Adam, not an angel. This is God, the one who created the heavens and the earth made Adam from dust and put Adam to sleep, took a rib and presented Adam with Eve. And she has come to be. She was here. Bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh. Whose bone? Whose flesh? Adam's. And verse 16. To the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your pain in childbirth. In pain you will bring forth children. She hasn't had any. But now she will. Why? Maybe. Because God has said so, okay? Yet your desire will be for your husband. She's only got one husband. There's not another man on the earth that she can go after. Not one. There's only Adam. And God said, your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Okay? Now she knows. She just heard it from God. Then to Adam. Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. Adam is not dead. In any kind of a way at all. Adam is not dead. God said, both thorns and thistles it shall grow for you, and you will eat the plants of the field by the sweat of your face. You will eat bread till you return to the ground, because from it you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Those words were not heard by Adam until this day. This day that God said, cursed is the ground because of you. Now the man called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. She wasn't the mother of all living. Eve was not the mother of animals. Eve was not the mother of Adam. Eve has not been given birth to a child. And the Lord God made garments of skins for Adam and his wife and clothed them. It looks like he did it after having the conversation that I just read. So when Adam and Eve listened to God speak to them, they were naked. They had no clothes to wear. But the Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, after clothing them, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. God has somebody else that he can speak to besides Adam and Eve, and he speaks to them. And that's what he said. Knowing good and evil. And now he might stretch out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. He might. He could have. But God made it not possible for Adam or his wife to eat from the tree by which they could eat and live forever. Therefore, the Lord God sent him out of the garden. This is not out of a garden in heaven. God didn't kick Adam out of heaven and put him on the earth. I know that's a fact. To cultivate the ground from which he was taken. It was right there. God was with Adam and Eve. And God is saying these things. And he put the man, drove the man, told the man, put him out of the garden. At the east of the Garden of Eden, he stationed the cherubim and the flaming sword, which turned every direction to guard the way to the tree of life. Adam and Eve could not get past the guard. Chapter 4. The man had relations with his wife, Eve, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain, and she said, I have gotten a man-child with the Lord. Once again, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of flocks, and Cain was a tiller of the ground. So Cain was the firstborn, and Abel came second. And it came about in the course of time that Cain brought an offering to the Lord of the fruit of the ground. Did you hear what I said? Cain brought an offering to the Lord of the fruit of the ground. Abel, on his part, also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of their fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and for his offering. And you gonna tell me that they did not eat meat? Somebody has told me that they did not eat meat. Well, that somebody is wrong. Because it said that the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry?" This isn't Adam talking to Cain. This is not an angel talking to Cain. This is God Himself with Cain and Abel. Now take that and put it in your whatever you got and come back and tell me that I'm wrong. And I'll just smile. I hope all I do is smile. Because if I open my mouth, the smile might be gone. And the Lord said to Cain, "If you do well, will not something happen? If you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door, and its desire is for you, but you must master it." Now come back and tell me how sin was the master of the children that Eve gave birth to. If you can prove that Eve gave birth to something other than, then you might convince me of something. But Cain and Abel were not born with a sin nature. And neither was you. Neither was I. So whosoever has convinced you that children born have a sin nature, you have been deceived, because Cain nor Abel had sin natures. So if you come up with what's been come up with, then you can understand somebody doesn't understand. Yeah, it's hot, and it's going to get hotter. The sun is above my head. I'm sitting in a chair in the backyard. And if you want to contend with the truth that I share, have at it. Get with it. Because I am not here to keep silent. It's not why I'm here. I am Bob the Builder. I'm on YouTube. You can either believe the devil or you can believe God. Got it?